Hey everybody, welcome to Screen Crush. I'm Ryan Airy. On the surface, the Infinity Stones were just MacGuffins that built toward Infinity War. But my theory is that every stone was carefully selected to reflect its movie's theme. Sometimes this works really well, like free will in Age of Ultron or time in Doctor Strange. Other times, like the ether representing chaos in Thor: The Dark World, the theme gets lost inside a messy storyline. If you're interested in this concept, be sure to check out our other videos about the theme of each Infinity Stone. Of all these films, the Soul Stone in Avengers: Infinity War is by far the best example of a MacGuffin that embodies a movie's deeper meaning. The theme of Infinity War is sacrifice, specifically sacrificing a loved one for the greater good. Needless to say, big spoilers are ahead for Infinity War and most Marvel films. To obtain godhood, Thanos has to obtain the 6 Infinity Stones, and to obtain each stone, he has to sacrifice a life. He destroys Xandar for the Power Stone, Loki, Heimdall, and 50% of Asgard are called for the Space Stone, Nowhere was destroyed for the Ether, Vision was lobotomized for the Mind Stone, and Thanos killed the person he loves most, Gamora, to obtain the Soul Stone. Technically, nobody died for him to acquire the Time Stone, but Tony was about to die before Doctor Strange intervened. And we still don't know why Stephen saved Tony's life, only that
there was no other way.
Humans have made sacrifices to gods for as long as there have been humans. Usually to gain favorable weather for sailing or farming, and usually the sacrifice is a burnt offering of a domesticated animal, but some cultures practice human sacrifice, like the ancient Mayans in Apocalypto, the Waponis in Joe vs. the Volcano, or the followers of Kali in Temple of Doom. I spent my childhood studying movies instead of history. Anyways, one sacrifice in Infinity War strongly parallels the binding of Isaac. In the book of Genesis, God commanded Abraham to take his son Isaac to the top of a mountain, strap him to an altar, and sacrifice him like an animal. Just as Abraham was about to kill his son, God changed his mind and sent them a ram to sacrifice instead. A great day to be Isaac, but a shitty day to be a ram. This story is similar to Thanos sacrificing Gamora on planet Vormir. The altar is a circle with 2 halves. The upper one representing the heavens, and the bottom representing death, or the underworld. The planet's moon has been penetrated with a column of light, implying the presence of God. Even the planet's name has a deeper meaning. In German, Vormir means before me, or in front of myself.
What you seek lies in front of you, as does what you fear.
Before Thanos sacrifices Gamora, he first has to reveal who he truly is, a loving father.
I'm sorry, little one.
I didn't kill my wife! Afterwards, he awakens in a pool of water, and this is also a symbol of his inner reflection. I mean, who hasn't woken up from an all-night bender with the all-encompassing power of life and death in the palm of your hand and thought, what am I doing with my life?
Oh no, I must have joined the junior campers.
But what does sacrificing lives have to do with the Soul Stone? Well, the Soul Stone has an intangible quality, much like the concept of a soul itself. Other stones have physical applications. Teleportation, mind control, time travel, matter manipulation, and raw organic destruction. But the Soul Stone is more spiritual in nature. According to a featurette on the Infinity War Blu-ray, this stone grants the power of life over death. The definition of soul is the immaterial essence of an individual life. Therefore, the Soul Stone represents life itself.
You might say it has a certain wisdom.
My theory is that all of the stones are semi-intelligent, but the Soul Stone has full awareness. The one stone to rule them all, so to speak. Think of it like all the other stones are organs in the body, but the Soul Stone is the brain. It's the true intelligence, because after all, intelligence is what gives us sentience, and only sentient beings are thought to have souls. Therefore, to obtain the Soul Stone, which is the essence of life and death, you have to make a personal sacrifice of life and death. Like if the Red Skull told me that I could have the Soul Stone if I killed my sweet, adorable, mischievous little cat Artemis, I'd say, F off, Johan. But then again, I'm not Thanos. He's willing to make any sacrifice necessary, even killing his favorite daughter. In contrast, the good guys refuse to sacrifice their loved ones for the greater good. Loki surrenders the Tesseract to save Thor's life. Star-Lord agrees to kill Gamora but loses his nerve. Gamora says she would rather die than reveal the location of the Soul Stone, but when faced with her sister's torture, she's not willing to make the sacrifice. Doctor Strange says sternly that,
if it comes to saving you, or the kid, or the Time Stone, I will not hesitate to let either of you die.
But in the end, he gives up the Time Stone willingly. Wanda is able to destroy the Mind Stone, but the other Avengers don't want to sacrifice the Vision. Vision, however, has a pragmatic, almost Vulcan assessment of the situation.
Thanos threatens half the universe. One life cannot stand in the way of defeating him.
The needs of the many outweigh
the needs of the few.
But Steve Rogers is adamant.
We don't trade lives, Vision.
Vision points out his hypocrisy because Steve once attempted to sacrifice his life to save the world. If you remember, this isn't the first time Steve's put the world at risk to save innocent lives. He refused to blow up the capital of Sokovia until every civilian was clear.
Everyone up here versus everyone down there, there's no math there.
I'm not leaving this rock with one civilian on it.
Black Widow also insists on saving the Vision. As a former assassin, she's traded plenty of lives and now wants to redeem herself.
I got red in my ledger. I'd like to wipe it out.
But Thanos' stated goal is sacrifice, to kill half the universe to save the other half.
The hardest choices require the strongest wills.
So what we really have here are two opposing ideologies. Every life is precious, and kill the bastards. Red Skull says that the Soul Stone,
It extracts a terrible price.
it's kind of like drinking the blood of a unicorn in the Forbidden Forest.
You will have a half-life, a cursed life.
He goes on to say,
A soul for a soul.
and there are several ways to interpret this line. One, the way Thanos probably sees it, is that he sacrificed Gamora's soul to obtain the Soul Stone. But in reality, the soul he sacrifices is his own. When he encounters Gamora in the afterlife, she asks,
What did it cost?
Everything.
Thanos' sacrifice do grant him godhood, but his fate recalls Mark 8:36. For what shall it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his soul? Hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Remember to check out our other Infinity Stone videos and subscribe for more of this kind of content. For Screen Crush, I'm Ryan Airy.